Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Books and Betches, not to be confused with Books and
Snatches.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have
Smerica.
Maria.
and that's Erica and Maria.
I feel like we have to get rid of that because she always
do we
says
start
just
something
snitches.
new? What do we do now?
We're talking about smut today.
Oh, true.
Fair.
Sorry,
We betrayed
I
you.
apologize.
And I don't even remember the last time I said snatches.
I think like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. That might be like lost footage. All right. This we are a book podcast.
Yeah.
We swear, we spoil, we talk about sex, and we suck at all of this. Warning at the top, this episode is very sex heavy. This is not a book specific. I'm going to say a lot of S words. This is not a book specific episode. But we are talking about smut today.
Your books.
Arguably our fan faves. I almost said sluts.
Sluts.
I almost just called our entire audience sluts. No.
Whoa,
That's
whoa.
not, please don't cancel me. I meant to say smut, and I'm having a hard time speaking today. A lot of S words coming out of my mouth.
Meetings today. That's probably
A lot of S words out my lips.
Slutty snake.
A slippery little snake.
snake.
You're not
Snake.
sluts. But we are.
If you are, you
Smut,
can
you're
smuts.
smuts. You're not sluts, you're smuts.
Yeah, hear it here first, folks. Okay, smut.
Okay.
What are we talking about when it comes to smut? Because there's so many things we could discuss.
Erica?
So, right, there was a girl, she's fucking heat seeking. That's what we like to call.
Oh.
Who's we?
Real heat seeker. The internet.
The internet.
She's fucking, it was,
I call it a rage
rage-
bait.
rage,
Yeah,
it's
rage
rage
bait.
farming, right? Like says something out of pocket, knows it's gonna piss a large group of people off. It does.
Our
Her
favorite.
video goes viral, and then there's people in the comments that are always gonna defend.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like I actually, you know what I saw the other day is I saw a dash cam video of somebody. The green light was 30 seconds. Like this, it was a long straight road. The lady had the green light for 30
I know
seconds.
exactly what you're talking
Goes through the green light. A drunk driver comes through,
hits her.
T-bones her.
What did the comments say, Erica?
The whole video is her her driving, right? And people are like, "You're going too slow."
All of the comments
All
were
of the comments
giving
were
to
talking
her.
about how slow
Yeah.
she. One guy calculated how fast she was going based off of the fucking little.
Someone did
What's it
math?
called? Yeah, did the math. Probably an engineer. My brother does this sometimes,
my
like at
husband's
family
an engineer.
parties. No, my brother one time was like, "Let's calculate our blood alcohol
Yeah.
content." I was like, "Okay,
Mike's the same
let's
way.
fucking
I get
not."
it.
But calculates
Could never
going
be.
41 miles an hour in a 35, going 6 over the speed limit, whatever.
Still
Doesn't
slow.
even
people
matter
are still
how slow
blaming her
Doesn't matter.
for going through and then people are commenting being like, "Yeah, you should have stopped at that green light." Like it doesn't fucking matter how right you can be on the internet. You're still
Yes.
wrong.
Yes.
You
I
are
like
still
it.
Well,
wrong.
that's
It does
the-
not matter.
That's
That is the
quote.
ultimate quote of the internet. You
Yeah.
could be 120 million% correct. You will still be wrong to some people.
Because people want to rage bait and they want to say shit. They want to be trolls. People make
I will
entire
say,
accounts
though,
just to be trolls.
I will say though, I did troll on somebody. the other day.
Erica, what did you do?
It was a guy and he was making fun of pitbull owners, which like it was funny. And I said it in my comment. I was like, "This is actually a very funny video." I laughed. However, you are very incorrect. So he was basically saying
get a
like
lot of comments
he was
back?
basically like pitbull owners will be like, "My pitbull has like never even eaten a baby." Like, well, it's fine. Like he's just trying to nibble on your toes. Like
Yeah.
whatever. Like pitbull owners will defend their pitbulls to like the end of time. And
I
I was
love pitbulls.
It's fine, but I was like, it was a funny video. Like it was actually very funny.
Okay.
If you can like not be so offended about everything. And I commented, I was like, actually, the number one infant death of dogs is Chihuahuas.
So did you, out of
Chihuahuas are the
curiosity,
fucking worst.
after
They are.
Erica, after you commented that, were you like, I feel so much better now that I let everyone know that this
Yeah.
guy on the internet is wrong?
Yeah.
Really?
And he commented back and he was like, "This is actually a very funny troll." And I was like, "You're welcome."
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so Erica says she can do it, but no
So
one else
tell
can.
us about the girl on the internet with the smut.
So she says,
yeah, because
traditional publishing, there's too much smut in traditional publishing.
That's an asinine comment to make.
Says there's too much smut
What
in
else did
traditional
she
publishing.
say besides that? Can't
Just
be the
that
only
like
thing.
she can't basically she's saying that she can't scroll on TikTok without
That's different.
coming through recommendations for smutty like romance.
That's
X,
a
Y, and Z.
complete. Those are two different claims.
And the
That
her
means
entire
she's
comment,
interacting with it.
her
Yeah.
entire comment section was like, "You do know how the FYP works, right?
the
It's-
algorithm.
like,
algorithm.
the
Not
algorithms.
Yeah.
Like this is your own fucking
That's
fault."
it's literally women's sports. When Caitlin Clark was just blowing up, the amount of people that were just like, why is this on my feed? I'm so sick of seeing her. And everyone's like, well, you're commenting on it, so you're gonna get a couple more.
There it is.
It's like
Like
pretty
stop
fucking
interacting with it, and then
Yeah.
it's also like, okay, look up other shit. Then I don't like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some people are like, I never get this, this, and this. It's okay, okay, look
If you
it
hit
up.
my search, like the little magnifying glass, and every time I do it, Mike's like, "Oh, there it is," and it's literally just like fucking half naked men, like working out. I like workout videos, and I don't know,
Mine's tornadoes right now.
Yeah, and you know what's funny?
Which is
I
wild. You think
because
it would
you
be-
talking about it? I don't know what's been happening with you, but now my YouTube has tornado watches.
I hope you get half naked guys now in tornadoes.
I'll take that over tornadoes.
A lot of tornado. I'm deep
Right
in
now, I
tornado
have a
talk.
lot of gaming content and
Fortnite.
tornadoes. Not just Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
I'm telling
'cause
you,
that
I don't. I
one
do
guy-
not play. I do
that
not
one
play Warzone.
guy you watch.
He is handsome, but he's a married man, so it's not.
Erica's, not Erica. Maria's.
See, like
taste
I'm
in
not
men.
even the fucking thirstiest one out here. Y'all have the naked men.
Well,
y'all.
mine's more about like body positivity.
Okay. okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh wow.
Moving
So
on.
anyways,
Okay.
basically people, so I'm not a big fan of dogpiling on the internet. I think
Me
that
neither.
like once you see
unless you deserve it.
once you see a
No,
video,
because it's a. I feel it's two-way street there. It's like just don't engage.
once you see a video of somebody stitching it and you agree with that video, it's done.
You
don't
You've
gotta
already,
pitch it again.
you don't need to reiterate the
You can
points.
like. You can hit like.
You can like it. You can comment. You can repost it.
Yeah.
You don't need to reiterate what somebody already fucking said.
no, because they want the views too.
I don't. But that's what I mean. Like everyone's just view hungry, so
Yeah.
they say
Yes.
shit
Yes.
that will get views, and then people dogpile because they're like, oh well, this is a popular topic conversation, so now I'm also going to talk on this because I'm going to get the views from the opposite group.
I just saw
It's-
one where.
But I want to pull all of the hair out of my head.
I just saw one where a couple was like, here's what would happen if TikTok was banned tomorrow. This is what would happen to our revenue. And they're going on about how they're going to be broke and they have this house, and all the comments are like, get a real job, ? And I'm not going to lie, I kind of liked a couple of them. And then after I was like, am I being a dick? Maybe, but I'm not going to comment
But
on
it's your
it.
opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're allowed to
I
have
like-
our opinions, but
I
I think
am
it's
so
the way,
glad
it's
you-
how you present your opinion. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I am so glad you can't see what I like.
Oh, same.
Comments.
Literally same.
Like if it were Twitter and you could see the comments that I've
I
liked.
think about that all the time, Erica.
I
think about that
I
a
would
lot.
get canceled 14 million times
I don't
over.
have this problem because I don't
Same.
like anything.
I like
nor am
so
I
many
honest.
bad comments that I absolutely should
Well, some
not.
of them are just funny, and I'm like,
They're funny
it's
and you're just like
ridiculous.
it's like it's too witty.
yeah.
And I'm
with
just
you.
like
I gotta like it.
Y'all are just
100%,
outing
yeah.
yourselves right now.
I mean, it's not,
it is what it is.
it's nothing important. I'll say that. But
Never
moving,
is.
tell me more about the smut side.
Yeah,
so
tell
did
us what
you
the actual
do you
problem is.
think that there's too much smut in publishing? I'm gonna say absolutely not, considering I didn't know smut really existed until we
Erica.
had
well,
this podcast.
that's the point. Is that like I spent 30 years never running into
30
a book.
years. Sorry,
Never
NF is
running
just-
into
You
never
are getting
once
ready.
running into a book that had that type of like content in it.
yeah.
Never once.
Hold on. Let's make a distinction real quick. Are we talking about just smut within a book that has plot, or are we talking about just straight up erotica?
So
Ooh, good-
okay,
good-
this is a good question.
call. Good question.
So
Distinction.
okay, Game of Thrones again. Bring up A Song of Ice and Fire. Tons of sex in
You're
that
in.
book. No,
You're
but it's
plugged
a
in. Is
there
great.
a lot of sex
It's a
in it?
great example. Tons of sex in that book.
I wonder how it's written.
There is lesbian sex. There's straight sex. There is all different. There is rape. There's all different types of sex in there.
Rape ain't sex. Oh.
But
Yeah,
I'm saying
true.
like there's a lot of sexual content.
Got it.
High sexual content in
Yes.
there, right? And nobody says that is like that's a high fantasy that everyone
Right.
regards as like a great thing or like great series. Nobody said shit about that. But now you have fantasy series where women are actually interacting and like having a like exploration of their sexual identities, and now people have a fucking problem
Yep.
with it. Now people have
against
a
women.
problem with it.
It's against women.
Interesting.
It's literally just internalized misogyny. If women are fucking hating on other women that read smut, like
That's
that
a good
is
point.
internalized
Or
misogyny.
people, whatever.
Please, like, take a look into the mirror and figure out like why you fucking hate people when people enjoy shit.
I agree with that. And also, like, we've talked about this a little bit. Like, what's the line between like smut and just like porn, essentially? Like, when is this is an erotica? It's just based on like sex, and or who gives a shit? I think like if people enjoy what they enjoy, let them enjoy it.
Nobody is going around being like, do you fucking read or do you watch porn?
Right.
Nobody is doing that.
Right.
Nobody is like, you're fucking vile.
But there's a
for
lot of
watching
shame
porn
on the internet about people who do, though.
Sure, because there's like this like Christian influence of like.
But then there is also the
superiority,
idea that you're watching something that's not real, and people get misconceived.
There are different
connotations about
issues,
sex,
but
yeah.
I mean, you could say that for like
anything.
Any
smut,
entertainment,
yeah, but like
yeah.
But you can say
any
about anything in
entertainment.
general. It's like when you see your favorite like creator or whatever living in a nice big house and saying that they're happy in their life
Right.
and their marriage, but then they get
Well-
divorced 2 months later. Like you're being fed imagery that's not real.
Well, I think
all
the
day.
difference is when, well, I'll just say men, and I'm not trying to generalize, but I'm going to for this example. When men have this idea that they can do whatever they want to women because that's what they watched in like a porno.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like definitely a very strong undertone of like violence
But I want to make
against women in porn.
and I
but-
want to make the distinction that smut is usually not that.
Usually
but there
it-
are occasions
in romance, it furthers the storyline in
Yeah.
some way. Like it's
That's why we have to make
So-
the
so for me-
distinction.
Unless you're truly just reading erotica.
smut
Yeah.
to me is like a true like romance.
That's why I hate dark romance, though.
Romance books
your
in and
choice.
of themselves, right? Like a romance book with like a single sex scene, maybe 2 sex scenes. That is not smut. That is adult romance. Like
Yeah.
that is 2 people, consenting adults who are having an adult relationship. Guess what happens in adult relationships? You fucking have sex.
Right.
That is not like
Unless you're like asexual.
smut.
Yeah.
If it's like 3, 5, 6 pages long, like okay, maybe. But like a lot of these romance books, it's like 2 pages, and it's just like what's going on. It's like there's like a lot of emotions in it. It's moving the storyline. They're finally getting together. Like they're moving past like whatever fucking third act situation. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
And also,
it's part of the
it's
story.
Romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the story.
Romance.
When you get into like really smutty stuff where it's like, you know, maybe
Monster Cafe
well,
or-
no, just like more than 2 interactions
yeah.
where they're like constantly having sex. They're fucking in back rooms. They're doing this. It's still adult shit. Like this is still
Yeah.
shit that happens in adult relationships.
Right.
So it's like, why are we sitting here like blaming people for wanting to read real life interactions?
I agree with that. I think where it's like a little bit where I understand it maybe a little bit more is the dark romance side, where you're reading things where, you know, there's knife play or like weird
Yeah.
shit is happening. That's kind of where I
think people are like living out their own
but
fantasies.
then every single time I think about this, I'm like, why do I care what other people
You
are?
don't.
That's the thing. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're reading or how that affects you in your life.
You just don't want to read it.
And exactly. And I wish more people would just take that approach on everything where it's like, oh, you're not hurting anybody. You're just sitting there reading a fucking weird book that you like. Sick. Like, enjoy that. I don't need to go online and be like, you're all wrong for reading smut. Like, I just
Not
don't
only
get
that,
it.
It's just this superiority thing.
But it also
Yeah.
stems into a bigger problem we're seeing now, which is like the banning of books and
Yeah.
people who don't even read books trying to go into libraries and defund libraries to get
Yep.
rid of all these books because they feel like it's immoral and wrong for their children who are not in those sections
Yeah.
to read books.
You
like
should
this.
not be able to like recommend to ban a book unless you've read it.
No, I agree with that.
But not only that,
wholeheartedly.
like it's not up to a.
I need fucking citations.
We also shouldn't be
I need a
banning-
dissertation.
We
I
shouldn't
need
be
a
banning anything.
No, I need a full fucking essay on why this book needs to be banned.
We should
I
be.
just- I
We
just
should
think
not
it's
be
wild.
banning anything.
I-
We should just
No,
allow
but I'm saying,
art to
but
be
the
art.
point is that
Except
nobody's
TikTok.
gonna fucking do that. These stay-at-home moms can barely fucking read.
Yeah.
Like they're not
Mhm.
like, and that's who the main grouping that's like doing this are like fucking crazy people that have no better time on their hands.
Right.
They-
That's what it
their
comes
kids
down
are in
to.
fucking
It's
school
like
and
the
now
epitome
they're-
of like the HOA woman who just like doesn't
Yeah.
like your shrubs and it's just like your shrubs wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But realistically, like it's insane.
well,
Book
Erica,
banning is insane.
Erica, you went to, I believe it was Barnes and Noble, and you
Today.
looked around. How much smut did you see while you were at Barnes and Noble?
So the entire store minus like, okay, so like there was like a new release wall, and I would say maybe like 5 to 10 books on the new release. There's probably 300 books
Wow.
on this wall, like in this
A
room.
lot of books coming out.
And I would say maybe 10 of them were
Wow.
like,
So not that many.
I would say potentially had like smut in there.
Do you think it's getting to be more popular though?
I think that it is. I definitely think, I'm not disputing
I feel like
that
it
there's
almost
a,
used to be under wraps, like, and you felt
Yeah.
dirty for
Yeah.
no,
having
because
it on
it
your
was
Kindle.
always, I never
Shamed.
knew about
Yeah.
it. This is what social media does, is it unearths like hidden niches in these groups, and that's
Makes
what
you feel
has,
better about it.
yeah,
too.
you've like created,
You
that's
find
what we've done, is
community.
we've
Yeah.
created communities around this.
Yeah.
So yes, romance has always since the dawn of fucking time always dominated book sales.
Yep.
They have
Yeah.
always been the number one book sale.
Yup.
What they have always been the number one book sale in is ebooks,
Interesting.
because people are ashamed
Of
of
the covers.
reading them in public. They
Interesting.
do not want
Hence
people
the cartoon
to know.
covers that came out a lot.
Yeah.
So that's people weren't talking about what they were reading. They were reading it.
Yeah.
They've always been reading it.
That's
They're the
interesting.
number one readers in the world are romance readers.
And now
They
people
always
finally
have
feel
been.
comfortable
People finally
to
feel
write
comfortable.
and read these types of books. Like
You have indie writers now. It's so much more accessible to write books and publish books and self-published books that you have.
back in the day it was
an
Tumblr.
onslaught.
Now it's like really out there
Tumblr,
and
man, the
published.
days of
But
Tumblr.
traditionally
Yeah.
published books, there's not like, yes, there's probably like an influx of like physical books because people are now doing non like crazy, not these like half naked men books, and now they're all like cartoon covers and
I
Or
just-
they're pretty
it's
flowery
not a-
covers.
I guess
like,
my
it's not
point
as
is
weird.
my point is yeah, there's probably more books that are going to come up that have smut in it. But it's like this girl that's on the internet being like everything is smut, and it's like it's very clearly obvious that that's not true, and you could just read what you want to read while not
No
reading
one's
that.
forcing you to
Like,
read it.
And what world does that affect you that there's more of it coming out or that
I
it even
also
exists?
again
It makes no sense.
I
That people,
hate
I don't
hate
get
the
it.
argument as a whole, because it's like, you're a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Like, get a fucking grip and like be
Get a
part
grip.
of
I
this.
haven't heard that in a
like,
while.
No, I get
You know what I
not
mean,
wanting
though?
it in your book.
Then fucking skim it. There's shit in
That's
books
what
that
I
I
do.
don't fucking like too, and
No.
I skim it.
That's what I do, or that's why I don't read smut. I don't read. I don't even like romance.
There's sometimes the sex is too monotonous for me, and I skim.
I just think it's too boring. Like I'm so bored with anything that resembles real life in any shape or form. Like I get bored. Like we're gonna talk about Forget Me Not
Yeah.
later, but
I mean, I don't read too many like contemporary romance.
I read a lot. I'm the one that reads the most contemporary. I think
But even,
out of
like-
us three, and I get bored of it.
even
sometimes.
like some of the like the mafia romances or stuff like that. That still has like even if it's far fetched, it still has elements where I'm just like I'm so bored, and it's like I get it's about the relationship.
I get like tired of
yeah,
genres, and then you like flip to other like subgenres, and like
it's
that's
just like all the
just
same
like a
shit
crazy
over
circle.
and over, and I'm just like, oh, how many times can I read the same thing in the folds?
But then again, that's us.
yeah.
And that there's people who
No, that's
like
me.
that
That's
over and
my
over again.
personal opinion.
So
Erica loves that
What's
shit.
really frustrating to me
Erica
is
loves
that
a good fold. Sorry,
Stop it.
creamy.
what's really frustrating to
Stop
me.
it.
Stop. Stop.
Vagina,
Ugh.
flower, little mouse.
Stop.
I just read a book that the guy called her a little mouse, and I was like,
Ew,
Another one?
why?
it was. I was actually gonna look up when it
Just
was
got deja
published.
vu. What's weird is I got deja vu, and in the deja vu, I said I got deja vu.
I
Like
hate when
I'm
that
being
happens.
totally. I wasn't
Happens
like
all the
saying
time.
that as a joke.
Happens
Although
all
in
the
my
time.
deja vu, I think I was saying it as a
Okay.
joke.
All right.
You ever get
So-
vujade?
What?
Vujade when you could have sworn it hasn't happened before? That's my dad's joke. Sorry, go on, Erica.
You ready to quit? I can go home.
I'll quit. Let's quit.
If it was easier to get off this couch.
Touche. I'm sorry. Did I ruin your train of thought? I hope I did.
Okay.
Okay.
What
Just gonna flip this
fucking
table.
grinds my gears is
Oh.
that people are like, so there's some people that are like, oh, I wish there was like some type of more romance in YA books. And there's a lot of people that are like, you're fucking sick. Why do you want 16-year-olds to fuck?
Amen,
right? Like
amen.
that's and I don't disagree with that. That's fine. Whatever. So let me have the fucking adult romance then. Like that's for me. That is for the sex. That's where the situation is supposed to fucking happen.
Fair.
You're telling me no YA fucking sexy time. All good. Don't need it.
Don't want it.
But don't tell me don't fucking put it in my adult fantasy. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That's also why there's that genre
If
now
you
of
wanna
fantasy
read-
romance.
I just skim
if
it.
you want to read fucking little kids skirt around each other and play fucking thumb wars, read YA.
Yeah.
I don't want to read that. I personally don't want to fucking read that. Clearly, this girl that doesn't like smut also doesn't want to fucking
We got the fucking
read.
smut sheriff over here.
I'm just saying, like,
Smut
there is an
sheriff.
entire genre where there is no fucking sex.
What's another one? I was
literary
like,
fiction. They
smut
can
police,
do.
but that's not an S. Smut sheriff. Smut.
Smut sheriff?
Yeah.
Smut
What's
sheriff
another
is
one?
good. I like that
What's
one.
another S? Oh, we got the smut. I can't say police.
Okay, listen. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I don't know
can't.
what you're trying to.
You know.
I'm just.
I know what you're
I'm fucking sick of people talking about smut like it's like this dirty dog thing, and it's like. You do realize like a lot of the women who read this are fucking have kids. We've
Yeah.
already done the dirty thing.
They know what it is.
We've already done the hokey pokey. Like
I just think that again, I understand the point of like that's all they see. I'm sure they're being fed something and they keep interacting with it. It's like, oh, why am I seeing this? But
That's
like,
it. Bingo.
You're not scrolling off of it right away.
Bingo.
Like, when I see, like, for example, I scratched you. If I see an animal that's in pain, I can never swipe faster.
Oh, same.
The way I swipe away,
Maria,
so freaking
same,
fast.
same.
If I see anything that's
Sometimes if I'll even see an animal like walking towards what could potentially be a dangerous situation, and it could be honestly have nothing to do with
I've
a
never
danger.
seen that in my life.
Anything like I saw the other day like a dog walking towards a pond, and in my mind I was like, what if there's
gonna
an
fall.
alligator?
Yep.
And I like was swiped up immediately. That's how crazy I
I
am
don't
about
think they
that.
would show that.
I was watching
It's Instagram.
one
They're
of those
insane.
like YouTube doc people like Swoop. I was watching Soup,
Yeah.
and she was talking about what's that girl who's a grifter? Whatever. She was like doing the fitness stuff. She apparently had a pit bull and like gave the pit bull away. Well, someone found the pit bull and it was emaciated. It was like, so Swoop goes, I'm not going to show you footage of a dog,
Thank God.
but I'm still seeing it blurred.
Oh.
And I'm like, you lost me. You lost me
I
as a viewer.
can't.
I cannot do
I
it.
can't do it.
So if you know that you don't like it,
Swipe away.
then swipe away.
Swipe on.
Adjust your stuff to say I'm not interested, even though
Yeah,
no
you
matter
can
how long
literally
you do
click on it and put I'm not
You know
interested.
what's crazy to me is like I've read probably 1,500 books at this point, right?
Yeah.
There has probably been at least 20 of those that did not have sex in them, and I accidentally read them.
At least 20.
At least 20. At
out of
least
1,500.
At least 20.
You're proving that girl's point.
No, but no, I'm actively
she
only
wants it.
looking for books that have sex
Oh,
in them.
She
true,
wants
true.
it.
Yeah.
So for me to accidentally read at least 20 books that have no sex in them, that's astronomical. Those
Yeah.
odds are insane.
I find it hilarious those who do like smut and when they come across romances that are closed door, it's just like, ugh.
well, no, but like
I didn't want
but
this.
you're telling me that there's so much smut in the world, and I am finding out.
I think you've
like,
read it all.
No, but that's what I'm saying is like
At what point do you run out of
There's
smut?
so much more books in the world that don't have smut than have smut.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're complaining about too much smut, like go fucking dig a hole in somebody's backyard and die there.
God,
Oh
you
my
are so
God.
fucking intense. You could just be like, go kick rocks.
No, like dig a hole
Stop, don't say it
and
again.
fucking
Erica.
sleep
Stop
with the
it.
worms.
Sleep with the worm.
I'm sure they'll
again.
enjoy
Not again. Quiet.
Yeah, stop there.
you
Stop there.
Stop.
and your yapping.
Anyway.
We fucking lost her. She's gone.
lost the
Been
plot.
lost her.
This is what happens when we talk about smut. Should we wrap this up? What
Yes.
else is there
I
to
just
say?
fucking hate people. I hate people on the internet, and I'm like,
That's
I'm
the
at the
moral of the
point
story.
where like I'm ready to just like do angry videos all of the time.
No,
and I
we
won't.
hate.
You're
I
gonna
won't.
get us
I
canceled.
won't.
Not
I
just
have
canceled. We just don't like that content, so we're not going to make it.
Yeah.
I know that's every single day I battle with myself.
She's just staring in the mirror like,
day.
don't do it. Not today. You're
I
stronger
love
than
every
this.
fucking day. I
It's
just
funny 'cause,
fucking
like,
hate people.
I'd say 99% of stuff that like I know you want to say, I'm like, yes, Erica, and I'm like hyping you up, and then I have to also step back and be like, no, that'll not.
And then
end
I'm
well.
in the back just cringing like, please don't.
Yeah.
Not today. Just don't do it. No.
That won't end well for us.
and then I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to deal with anybody.
It's like what 99% of people actually think in real life. That's the problem. The internet is different than real life, and it drives me up a wall.
You know what's so sad is I feel like we've entered the era of where people don't realize that separation.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And that's why you see
There's a
touch
problem.
grass
The
all
chronically
the time.
online thing is
Yes,
like
it's real.
legit.
It's like an actual issue.
Okay. On that note, thank you so much for listening to us, bitch. And yeah, we love you. Go check us out on YouTube. You can see why Erica doesn't want to get off this couch. We all actually do sink into it. But
I think I do a pretty good job of like
YouTube.
you'll only see that on YouTube, and you just have to look up Books and Betches to get us there, or follow us on Instagram, Books_N_Betches, BETCHES. You can write in. Is that what people still say? DM us. You can write in. What are some topics you want to hear us talk about? We love talking. That's why we have a podcast.
you're doing great.
Somebody help me close.
You're doing great.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.